Aris here. Okay, so you've gone through slides 6 to 12. You've selected your landscape and portrait, and you've saved them in a folder on your desktop called Photo Montage. And here you have your digital app up. It looks something like this. Because it's a free app, you're going to get adverts just kind of popping up. Just kind of ignore those. If you want to get rid of them, just press the X there, and it kind of should go. It will go eventually. Okay, so let's get these images imported into the app. So just shift this over. There's my photo montage folder. I'm going to open that up, and then you can see my landscape and my portrait. Click on the first image, and then left click, hold it, and then just drag it in to there. So it's a drag and drop. You've got full HD, make sure that's selected. Press apply, and the image will appear in the app. There it is. We want to drag in the second one. There's my portrait. Left click, hold. There you go. Drag and drop. You want to add. Let's go on here. You want to add to the current document. Press that, and there she is. Okay, so you've got your landscape, you've got your portrait, and what you'll notice is you've got these two layers here. Okay, in this layers box. Really important that. The first image you dragged in will have this lock on it. You want to go hover over the lock and double left click on there to unlock, so you don't see that padlock at all. That means we can move these images like this, which we're going to need to do later on. Actually, if your landscape is on the top like that, move the portrait on top, because that's the first one we need to work on. Next important thing is here we've got zoom out, zoom in. You can just toggle here to do that. I want the portrait a bit bigger, so I'm just going to zoom to that. Okay, and that is the first step. Next step, we go to the toolbar on this side. We've got the arrow tool here, and that's for moving and transforming. We're going to need that later. And we've got this like pair of scissors, which is basically the cutout, and this is what we're going to use to remove the facial features. Again, if the ads pop up, you can get rid of them so you can see your image better. What we want to do is go to the top toolbar up here. We're going to go to this paintbrush, which is the draw mask. Select that. We want to, you can flick between these two, but you want remove from mask first. All right. Brush size, we're going to get a bigger brush to do the middle of the face first. You can see that increasing in size, and bring that softness right to the top. Make sure opacity is on 100%. That brush is too small. Let's make it a bit bigger. There you go. And you can see that red coming up, and bang, there it's gone. Right, so that gets rid. If you make a mistake, so for example, you accidentally go across there, just come up to here and put add to mask. This will now go green, and we can bring it all back in. Okay. All right, so you switch between those two. Let's get rid of most of the face. Be really careful that you don't go to the edge. All right, the edge of the face. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to refine that a bit and get closer and follow the edge of the face, but that brush is too big. So I'm going to bring the size down. Again, you can see it decreasing in here. Yeah, that's better. And I'm going to zoom in just a little bit to make it a bit easier. There you go. And then I'm going to make my way around the face, drawing as carefully as I can. I'm going quite fast because I don't want to make this video too long. But take your time and try and be as accurate as you can. Let's get rid of the ear. You can see it kind of slowly disappearing. There's bits of mist there. And you just basically keep going until that face is gone. Okay, so since I've been away, I just refined a bit more around these edges. But what I've noticed is I've gone over here a little bit accidentally, and I can see the boat. Not a problem. Make sure I'm on the portrait layer still. That's this one. And I'm just going to zoom in slightly. And then I'm going to go to the cutout tool, select the brush, draw mask, and make sure I'm on add to mask. That's here. Come on my layer, you can see the green there, and it just brings that background a bit. In fact, I've gone over quite a bit, so I'm just going to make sure that all comes in. Check the hair as well. And that's it. I think that's done. So now I'm going to come over and select this arrow tool. Zoom out a bit. And then I want to move the landscape now so I can place it in the face a bit better. So I'm going to come over here to the background, or to the landscape, and I can move that around. I actually quite liked it where it was, because I like how the hills in place of the eyes here. Yeah, I quite like that, so I'm going to stick to that. So I've got the boats in the foreground, moving through to the middle ground, right through to the sky in the background. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to come to this crop tool here, select that, and you can see these. Okay, so you want to bring that right in to there. So what we're trying to do is crop and frame our image so that we've only got the landscape in the face. Okay, just going to bring that in slightly, maybe a little bit more. There you go, I'm happy with that. Press enter, and then zoom out. There you go. And that is that. I mean, you can work a bit more on the refinement if you like. But this is basically a basic Erin Case response. Once you feel confident with this, you can experiment a bit more with more than 2 images or some different images. You've got other effects in here that you can play around with. You've got filters as well. But aim at least to get a basic response like this. Now what you need to do is to save this as a JPEG image into your photo montage folder. So we go to File, Save. Let's give it a name. Erin Case Response 1. Select JPEG there on the left. Move quality up to 100%. Make sure that's on high, and then download. Close that. Let's minimize this. If you go to your download folder, you should see the image. There it is. Oh, I just realized I named it Erin Case, so I'm just going to quickly change that. Put an E there instead, and an I there. Erin Case Response 1, and then I'm just going to drop and drag it into my photo montage folder, and I can see that it's in there, and that's ready for me to upload to Teams. Okay, good luck guys.